Hello, I'm author DJ Siegel, and this is Big 3 Dasher. Hello everyone. Before we get into this video here, I just want to say one thing. The year is 1994, and one of the greatest movies ever came out, the movie Maverick. Now, I just want to say that I am not one that's an advocate of gambling. This video is for entertainment purposes only, with loads of Maverick trivia questions, and even a little skit or comic strip like, if you will. So sit back and enjoy this video, and I thank you for watching. All right, you all. Good morning. This is Sunday, June 16th, Father's Day, and I've been waiting for this day because if you remember 2 weeks ago, we did this one here, Dashing Goose, and he had a total in an 8-hour time period of $96. Well, now, today, as you can see from the very beginning, you see what one of my favorite movies is, and that is the movie Maverick. I could watch that movie over and over and over and over and over and over. But the one thing we got to remember is we have a Maverick that's a gig worker. This one right here. This is his day. This is his challenge. And I said that 2 weeks ago when I gave Goose the spotlight. Now Maverick gets the spotlight. So we're going to get his day started with a $4 White Castle. And I'm about to go pick that up right now. So after we get it off, I'm going to have another trivia question for you. This is all trivia questions today from the movie Maverick. So you might want to stick around for this one. So have some popcorn and have a soda or whatever it is that you want to have, because all throughout this video here, there will be lots and lots of Maverick trivia questions. So get ready for that. All right, let's go pick up this order. All right, good morning there, Riley. I appreciate your business. Enjoy your White Castle and have yourself a wonderful day. Okay, well, we got that one dropped off. And now it's time for a trivia question here. Actually, it's a two-parter. Okay. When Maverick meets Mrs. Bransford, there are two things Mrs. Bransford is known for. What are they? What are the two things Mrs. Bransford is known for? Throughout the video, and you don't know exactly where, I will give the answers to these questions. They won't be right away. It'll be throughout the video. So you got to stick around to know the answers. Okay, we just got a $5 Starbucks order going a couple miles. So another, not the best, but, halfway decent. All right, let's go pick it up. All right, well, we got that all dropped off. And now, since I got another order, I got another question for you. At the first poker table that Maverick joined near the beginning of the movie, tell me the hand that Johnny had and the hand that Maverick beat him at. That upset Johnny, ready to get his gun out. What was Johnny's hand and what was Maverick's hand? Okay, I'll tell you the answer to that later on. But now we just got this McDonald's order here. It's $5 going 2 miles again, so we'll go ahead and take it. All right, I'll see you at the drop-off. All right, well, we got that one dropped off, and now we got ourselves a good order here. Going back to What You Crave for $8. Going close to about 3 miles. Definitely worth the trip here. Okay, but before I go pick this up, we got another trivia question here. Now this one should be easy. What was Zane Cooper's nickname to Maverick? Zane Cooper called him a nickname. What was the nickname? Okay, let's go pick this up. All right, well, we got that one dropped off, and now I know this is going to look horrible on paper, but it's not like you think. It's about 4.5 miles to get to Panera Bread from here. Yes, that's what I call it. It's my show, so I'll call it that way. And then the customer is just not too far down the road, so I'm just taking a straight shot. I mean, I know it's almost 8 miles getting $5, but a lot of those miles I was going anyway. So it's not that big a deal. Now, I know there are those out there who will say, well, you're ruining it for everybody by taking upside down orders. I mean, someone even commented on Chuck's channel, Dashing Across America, that he took a bad order. And one of the reasons why he did it was A, his acceptance rate, and B, he needed the order to stay above 100. And those of you who want to criticize us for taking those orders, sometimes we have a reason to do them. Or sometimes they make sense to us because of where we were going anyway. Well, I'll just leave it at that. But now it's time for the next trivia question. Okay. When the Indians arrived on the scene, what did Maverick say to Zane and to Mrs. Bransford the reason why he had to go with them? What was the reason that he had to go with them? Okay, I'll tell you later on. Let's go pick this up. All right, we got a frequent customer here. So there was a reason for this. All right, we got that dropped off, and now, again, I'm going to show this to you, and it's going to look terrible on paper, but I have to go back up Indianapolis Road to get onto US 31 and go down Washington Street to 25th Street, so that's where most of those miles are, and Gladstone is just a hop and a skip and a jump away to where I'll be dropping this off, so it's not as bad as it looks. Okay, the next trivia question. What was the name of the chief Indian that was friends with Maverick? What was his name? Okay, that's the next question. All right, let's go pick this up. All right, Tyler, I appreciate your business. Enjoy your Taco Bell. You have yourself a wonderful day. All right, Mr. White, I appreciate your business. Enjoy your Taco Bell and have some wonderful day. All right, as you can see, I got an add-on of $6, so that was a good thing. So that means I give you another trivia question. Well, actually, two. So I'll make this a two-parter. Okay. Now, during the bandit scene, you notice that when Maverick took the mask off the bandit, he thought he recognized who the bandit really was. And the bandit looked at him as like, no, it can't be. Well, the truth is, those two did know each other. How did they know each other? Okay, that's the first question. And the second question is, what movie were both of them in? Give their names. Give their names of the characters they played. Last names is acceptable. All right. Right now I just got an order from Casey's here, going 1.6 miles for $5. Another high-paying offer. All right, let's go get it. All right. Well, that one was a hand it to me, and it was off of a pretty busy street. I had to kind of make a U-turn from where he was. He thought I passed him up, but I didn't. I had to make a U-turn where I was because it was a busy street and pull off over towards his driveway to make it a little easier for me to get out. So, but anyway, that's dropped off, and now I sat here in the parking lot at McDonald's for maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and I got an order from there. Yes, it's $4, going 1.6 miles. So, not the greatest, but it'll work. Okay, here's the next question. Now this should be easy. What is Maverick's most prized possession? What's his most prized possession that ended up getting ruined? Should be able to get that one. All right, let's go pick this up. All right, we got that one dropped off. And now, going back to that same McDonald's. And this one is $7. Okay. And going about 3 miles. So, hey, it's a good order. Okay, next question. Where is Mrs. Bransford actually from? And you have to say it exactly the way she said it. So you have to say it exactly the way she said it. So where is Mrs. Bransford originally from? Should be able to get that one too. All right, let's go pick this up. All right, well, we got that one dropped off, and now, just coming back the original way I always go, I ended up getting a $6 Where's the Beef action. Okay, now it's time for another trivia question. Okay, right now it's a little after 9 o'clock, so it's been 4 hours, and we're getting close to crunch time, because for at least this for this dash anyway. And so now we're going to start asking questions towards the end of the movie, which is, of course, the main gambling fest. So we're going to start off with, and this should be very easy, okay, what is the name of Commodore Duval's ship? What's the name of Commodore Duval's ship? Okay, let's go pick this up. All right, well, we got that dropped off. Now, I'm going to show you 2 orders here that they tried to get me to take. Sounds like a goose trick. Both of these orders right here, they were trying to get me to go to Edinburgh. Because both of those places were in Edinburgh and the addresses to drop off were in Edinburgh. I'm in Columbus right now. And I'm not taking any $4 orders going 9 or 10 miles. Not doing that. No. I stayed here and got me a $4 Sonic order, just going 1.6 miles. Makes a whole lot more sense, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Okay, here's the next question. To get into the tournament, how much money did you have to have? Well, we got that dropped off there on the patio. I know that was a strange request, but it got done. I apologize for being short on that introduction before getting that order. The person from Sonic was about to hand that to me, and I didn't want to keep him waiting. So, but anyway, after dropping that off, as you can see, I took a picture of what was made and a picture of the 10 o'clock that appeared on the clock. So it was actually 10:02. But anyway, that ends the first part of the dash, of Maverick's dash. And, well, let's just put it this way. At that time, he made $22 more than Goose did 2 weeks ago. Goose had $45 at 10 o'clock. Maverick's got $67 at 2 o'clock. So, as you know, Goose made $96 total. So that's what Maverick has to beat. And when I clock back in at 11 and go from 11 to 2, that's 8 hours. Okay, because you got to take the hour break. He has 3 hours to make $30 to beat Goose. So, with the way it's been, who knows? Who knows? Okay, I'll see you in an hour. All right, well, looks like we've clocked back in. And right as I clocked back in, I got a $9 Walgreens shopping order. Well, I'm not really keen on shopping or anything, but I want the $9 to get closer to that 97. All right, let's go pick it up. All right, well, we got that dropped off. I just remembered that I forgot to do the trivia question. Well, okay, so now I do 2 because I just got another order. I got a $7 Dunkin' order that I'm about to get here in a couple minutes. But let me go ahead and ask you these 2 trivia questions, okay? The first one is, They're in the game right now. And there were two that went overboard because they didn't play right. The first one that went overboard, what hand did he have that Zane said was not acceptable? What hand did he have? And then the next one, this one is kind of like a 2 or 3 parter if you want to put it that way. The person who played this character was Denver Pyle. Now, what is Denver Pyle mostly known for? What TV show was he mostly known for? Name the show, name his character, and name the hand that he had that caused him to go overboard. That's going to make you think. A lot of questions on that one, right? All right. That gives you some time to think while I go pick this order up. All right. All right, y'all, we got that dropped off. We're going to do a little scenic route getting back to town. And what I'm going to do now, while I'm doing this little scenic drive, is give you the answers to all those trivia questions until I get back to town. So here we go. And I'll also turn the music on, too. All right, well, I hope that you enjoyed that little scenic route while getting the answers to those questions. Okay, well, we're still not done yet because I got an order here from Wendy's, $5. Okay, that's getting closer to the crunch time because, you know, right now it's 11:45 and we're doing this until 2 o'clock. Remember, it's 8 hours, so anything within that 8-hour period is what counts, because Goose got 8 hours, Maverick gets 8 hours. So that's how that works. Okay, we're going to do another question here. Okay, and this question is, what hand did Maverick have that put Mrs. Bransford out of the game? What hand did Maverick have that put Mrs. Bransford out of the game? All right, let's go pick this up. All right. I appreciate your business. Enjoy your Wendy's. Have yourself a wonderful day. All right, we got that dropped off. Okay. This next order here, I think it's time to get the players in their positions and get ready for a reenactment. So I'm going to go pick up this order, and you're going to see something that's kind of similar to what was in the movie. All right, let's go get this first. All right. Well, I certainly hope that you enjoy that little skit that was put together. But the dash still continued because the 8 hours was not up yet. And the good thing is, even though I really didn't get a screenshot of it, because that last order was pretty much an ordeal, because 3 different GPSs wanted me to go down a road that was closed. So I had to try to figure out for myself how to get to this customer's place, and I had to call support to tell them that I was going to be late because I had 3 GPSs telling me to go down a road that was closed, and that I had to dipsy-doodle around to try to figure out how to get there. But I eventually got there, and support saw me drop the order off, so that prevented a contract violation because I sent a picture and everything to say, hey, 3 GPSs did this. So the contract violation was spared. But nonetheless, I'm here at this Dollar General right now. It's $8. So when I get finished with the order, I'll screenshot how much I made, and then you'll see for yourself. All right, let's go get this. All right, y'all, you can see that this ends today's dash. And when you put these scores together, you can see that Dashing Maverick ended up with 107, 2 Gooses, 96, when you put everything together. And not only was it Dashing Maverick's Day, but I also want to say Happy Father's Day to all of the dads out there. Yes, we're the ones that provide the seed to bring the children in the world. But we also can't forget, even if we aren't really truly fathers as of yet, or just decide we don't want to be, if you have a pet, well, you're a dad to that pet. So that counts. Yes, it was a great day. I mean, there was a lot of deliveries, and I will put the answers to the rest of the questions right after I sign out here. And I just want to thank you all for watching this. I want to thank those participants in the skit who have channels, and I will also put down their channels too when I sign off here. And I would like for you to check their channels out. They have great channels and very entertaining channels, to say the least. They have chats, they go on lives, and you need to check them out because they're really good channels. Okay, well, my next place is going to be in Franklin, and we'll get ready for another Franklin Dash. So until then, I will see you in the future, and remember, we're all in this together.